You going down today, boy?
I noticed folks using the word fire online, and I haven't seen this on any blogs yet. So, since so many people take blogs as the gospel, and when the Jasmine brand hit a bullseye with their Robin announcement regarding her being fired from RHOP, blog word is now apparently true tea. So I went to the blogs, and where does it say that Kenya's been fired? Just where? Blog sites and content creators have sources, right? And those sources are either connected to networks and celebrities or are even workers and employees of celebrities and networks. And a good leak or two doesn't work against a show because, as I stated in my previous video, catch it in the description box below, these leaks create buzz. Some celebrities even drop their own tea to create a buzz around their name. So if people are not talking about them, that's what they'll do. I took a look online and asked the internet if Kenya was fired. And guess what Google said? Google said no. A source from Bravo apparently gave information to the blogs, right? That executives are not happy, because Kenya's stunt has caused them to possibly be dropped from their insurance company, allegedly. And similar to how everyone started talking about encounters they had with Diddy, Tiffany Rose, who tried out for the show this season or was asked to come on the show, and I guess she decided not to come anymore. And I remember the initial talks of them bringing on a Forbes featured CEO with a hair care line and everything. And I find it interesting that those in staffing choose to bring on someone else with a hair care line. Oh, how clever. And then she posted a screenshot stating that Kenya was stalking her. Come on now. If someone who's in the same entrepreneurial industry as you comes on a show that you plan to promote your business on that's in that same industry, who would not research them? Stop it. Business development programs even encourage this of entrepreneurs. But she said Kenya took her research, I guess, to a stalking level, right? Girl. Or did you want a storyline, hun? Like that, come on now. They always shoot for the top of the pyramid. They go and they go and they go after Kenya. And then they don't like what they come back with. You go down that road, and then when you come back, what? Your clothes are torn? Your feelings are hurt? You decided to shoot the arrow for the queen. And then you see what happens. Well, let me not say the queen because I don't want to ruffle no feathers. Anyway, B. Scott, her good friend, has turned on her. And he verbalized this position during an interview during his time in the south of France. During, Sport Beach? When I saw B. Scott bail on her, I knew something was up.
Nude photo scandal situation, all of that to me is just something that I don't want any part of. I think that, for me, I just thought it was very lowbrow. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was something that felt like it was definitely something that Kenya didn't need to do. It makes perfect sense that they would suspend Kenya.
And with friends like that, who the hell needs enemies? If you feel your friend did something that you are not pleased with, even though people are talking online and weren't even at the event, okay, mind you, they're talking online, some people were talking and really passionate about it weren't there. Shouldn't they call you? Like, shouldn't your friend call you? B. Scott should have called Kenya. Your friend should call you and have a private conversation with you, right? Curse you out as a friend. Pull up to your driveway with a big belt or a switch off the tree so y'all can have a talk about it over a hors d'oeuvres platter. B. Scott doing this reminds me of the people who are choosing to throw Diddy under the bus during his takedown season. B. Smith also announced the list of his top 5 housewives and left his good Judy Kenya off the listing. How interesting. He listed Nene as the second top person, with Lisa Vanderpump as the top housewife. Mind you, that's just his list, y'all. That's just his list. Child, and Dr. Heavenly, she done removed one of her posts supporting Kenya from her page. And it seems like is it shakedown season or shakedown year? Armand, Claudia, Al Reynolds, TGIF has a pause now after Armand conducted the roast, causing Al to get into his feelings. Funky Dineva was dragged into it. And what happens at the end of it all? The TGIF show is paused. Kenya being a scapegoat for RHOAs, pause. Bravo is not afraid to drop a major character from this show. They don't care. We are within the year of behavioral punishment. Per Cat Williams, he said it on Club Shay Shay. Diddy, TD Jakes, The Dream, Kel from Kenan and Kel, Pastor Tony Evans, Prophet Benny Hinn, Bishop Rod Parsley. It is happening in entertainment. It's happening in the church sector. This is the year of exposure and takedowns. Is Kenya on this list? Because you also notice this week, they also brought up her tax issues. Now with all this, and that's what just was a spark for me. With everything this woman has going on, also, this is when the judge decided to go ahead and grant her only $2,000 a month from Mark for Brooklyn, which can probably be spent up in a week. All of that happened during this time, along with the tax issues being thrown in there. What's next? My gosh. I heard that Black businesses and entrepreneurs have the hardest time in this country thriving. I don't claim that curse for my business personally. So, but, just in general, why the hell would Black people try to tear down a Black business? This is why Kenya is suing bloggers who disparaged her business online. And that live that she did the Friday before last had some key points that revealed a lot regarding Kenya's salon. I've watched live streams personally here online that have said that Kenya's salon is for content creation only. They said the audience during the live have stated that the water looks too hot in the videos when it really is just for visual effect. That steamer is probably a steamer right next to the person's head, giving off that effect. You couldn't put water so hot that it's steaming to that degree on anyone's scalp. Think, people, or think, person, whoever you were. The salon is never open to receive customers, is something I heard online.
Who said that? Who said that?
The lady debunked that. Then she says open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's just, so you just bold-faced lied. Someone has been to the salon and been burnt, right? So I didn't know about that. This was brought out on YouTube by someone who clearly has an in for her, right? Like, if you don't, then why are you doing this? Oh my gosh. And then I heard right here on YouTube, they said there are no stylists. Kenya's assistant is doing the hair and washing. So the same one who did the diagnosis on the Instagram video clip that we got, you have people on YouTube saying that that's the girl washing everybody's hair, running over here, styling, running upstairs, doing the massages. Ooh, Caitlyn. And after an entire hour of bashing and negative talk, guess what the chat said? We don't care about that salon. The lady said the salon nearly broke the bank. And I believe her because it took her forever to open it. Shoot, similar to Moore Manor and Chateau Charay. But the light at the end of the tunnel, when we saw both of those homes, they were immaculate. Both properties are stunning. As a business owner myself, that coin blocking rhetoric is disturbing. I wonder if she plans to use the information from those live streams that may have been downloaded, the video lives paired with comments, and correlate that to the slow performance of her salon and her challenge with trying to get people in the seats when you have a massive audience, or creators have massive audiences online, which are sending out disheartening and disparaging comments and tones, which people internalize, and it actualizes into them not wanting to go. That's crazy. I wonder why her live had that tone that day. And it sounded like the live was a warning shot in the air. Pow! So fired, right? Fired, huh? Google doesn't know what the rabbit hell these people are talking about with fired. Google said,
Who said that? Who said that?
did everyone forget that this is the one and only housewife who has never missed a season on this show? Even during that season, when they did not have her casted, they still brought her on, pregnant and all. In the words of the great Nene Leakes, buffalo looking and all, right? And that episode was one of the highest watched episodes that evening for that season. One of the highest watched episodes, just because they popped her in for effect. Child, here's the gag. Without Kenya, ain't nobody filming. And if the season mess around here and that good old 2025 and doesn't air, all of them fired. So then you could really use that title, but not just for Kenya, you could use it for everybody. Clock that T. Do you understand? No money for nobody. No dinero. No kisip. No dingy. No argent, no pesos. And it makes me wonder, is that why Porsha has allegedly decided to voucher for Kenya with producers? Saying that she needs Kenya as a fellow OG to pair up with and bringing the show what it needs right now? And without her, the cast is pretty much full of newbies and that she doesn't really know, doesn't have a rapport or a history with. And it's kind of hard to, have that same chemistry filming with them as she would with, OGs. I wonder. Someone here on YouTube said that Porsha was screaming, "That's revenge porn. That's revenge porn."
Who said that? Who said that?
If she did, how can the latter be true then? People are picking sides now. Candy came out to support recently. What was it, a podcast she was on? Quad Web. She was filming with Heavenly, a scene for Married to Medicine. And Quad went ahead and gave her support real quick, like a little drive-by piece of support. And then Mariah, in a roundabout way, gave her support and really gave us some logic and rhetoric and gave us something to think about. I appreciated Mariah's perception and her take on things. Then you have Buffy Purcell in the background screaming, "Well, Mariah is Team Kenya. I'm not." And she's an ex-friend of the show. So I'm not sure how much, people even care what she's saying. I hated the way Buffy was treated on Married to Medicine when she was on the show. Likely because I tend to support the underdogs. Yes, I do. Like most of society does. I think people just have a general kindness about them at source, just people. And they don't like to see people and things suffering or being done badly. So that's why society tends to favor the underdogs a lot of times. So a lot of people was on Buffy's side, but Buffy, girl, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, she's been doing a lot since Bravo gave her the axe. Lord have mercy. She went on Oliver Twist's show and was cutting the man off. You know, I do declare, where is your Southern Belle manners? Buffy, for you are a whole Georgia peach. Lord, I feel like making a T-chart and putting for and against as categories and just making a list of who chooses what side, just like the Diddy takedown. In this year of exposure, people was taking sides. And if anything, Team Twirl can take the list and know who to unfollow, right? No, don't do that. But Brittany Eadie, you know, people alleged on that poster board that she was eating. Okay, so Brittany Eadie was eating, but she may have taken money out of her own mouth. So you won't be eating. Yes.